Hello Aries, and welcome to your triple cross reading with me for the month of July 2017. You can use this reading for your sun sign, your rising sign, and your moon sign. And some months you might identify more with your moon sign or your rising sign instead of your sun sign. So if you do know your signs, please check those videos out for more clarity at this time. And keep in mind that these are general readings, so some messages might apply to you and some might not. That's normal. There's lots of Aries out there. So with all that said, let's begin with your reading. So down the center, we have the World card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Wands. Crossing or supporting that, we have the Four of Swords. This is a crossing card. I'll explain why in a second. So, some of you might be closing a chapter in your lives and starting a new one, because this is an ace, and an Ace of Wands at that. And this new beginning is definitely something that has been predestined for you. Meanwhile, there's another group of you Aries out there that have been working really hard in creative projects. This could be a new enterprise, bearing children, or getting new ideas. It signifies anything that is not existing if you were not on this earth. So essentially it's anything that you give birth to. And a business, it could be your baby because you're nourishing it, an idea, or children, like I said. And now the obstacle here is trying to find the time into devoting space to recharge your mind. And this could be in the form of meditation, or getting better sleep, or doing breathing exercises. So all of these things are free. You don't have to pay any money for them. So the cards are suggesting that you try some guided meditations. There's some wonderful ones out here on YouTube that are free. If you feel like you don't have time for that, perhaps you can make a little bit more time with some adjustments, perhaps not spending too much time online right before you go to sleep, trying to make some time to get in some rest whenever you can. And if not, seriously, taking deep breaths throughout the day. So practicing 3 deep breaths while you drive, while you cook, while you take a shower, literally anything that will center and ground you, and that will recharge your energies, especially your mental energy, and you will feel more and more mentally clear going forward. So now in your root position, we have the Queen of Swords, the 10 of Coins or Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So there is definitely an ending here. It's connecting to the center, because whenever we see tens are culminations, things that end because they can no longer go anywhere else. So they go from an ace to a 10. And so here we see the World card, which is something that's culminating, and we have a 10 here that's something culminating as well. And it's something that is ending because it doesn't fulfill you emotionally, and that's the 8 of Cups here. And it could have been something where you invested lots of your energy, your love, and your time and effort, and this could come in the form of a friendship, an idea, or a relationship. And the key to being able to move forward from this is to be super rational of thought, to be very diplomatic with anything that is ending or leaving out of your life. Now, some of you could be dealing with this situation that is ending or doesn't fulfill you emotionally as much, that might be dealing with someone from the air signs. And this could be a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Now, in your recent past, we have the Page of Wands, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. So, you could have had a very difficult conversation with somebody that you truly admired or held in high regard. And this person could have disappointed you in the sense of how they acted. They could have acted in a way that was a little bit selfish. Now, some of you might have been dealing with someone of the fire element, and this could have been another Aries or a Leo or Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. But because we have two cards here that are wands, and that's a representation of Aries, I'm feeling like this is a very personal energy, and this could be talking about you undergoing difficult phase, a difficult situation in your life, something that brought you sadness, something that brought you about loss. And in some cases, a more extreme form of this could have been a betrayal. However, this is in your deep past. Now, crowning your reading, we have the Six of Wands, the Hanged Man, and the King of Pentacles, or the King of Coins. So, now, in order to acquire the financial stability that you're seeking or the success that you'd like, you have to exercise patience in the month of July. And not only patience, but humility and grace. Because there's lots of opportunity this month to make great strides when it comes to your finances, when it comes to stability, and attaining a sense of victory and getting the things that you want, especially in the work front. So this could also, for those non-working Aries, could be just feeling really good because you have people around you that you trust. Now, it is calling for you to be more patient this month and to be more appreciative of the things that you do have in your life and the things that are coming into your life on a moment-to-moment basis. So don't rush. Just love the things that you have as they come to you. Now, in your future position, we have the Ace of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Hermit card. So we have two major cards, so this message has significant weight, just like the center cards did. Now, there is a sense of endings and new beginnings in your reading, and the motif continues here. So you're going to have definitely a new beginning in your life. Things that end, whenever anything ends within our lives, there is that opportunity to make space for new things, and definitely new things, not only because we have the Judgment card here, but we have two aces, the Ace of Wands in the center and the Ace of Cups in the future position. So there's also a change of perspective, and despite having or feeling like you have your heart ready to receive the blessings, divine blessings and newness in your life that is going to fulfill you emotionally, and this is a very, very beautiful thing, because you have gone through hardships, and that's indicative of the Hermit card here, of wisdom that has been acquired painfully, and that we can see, and that connects to the past where we had the Three of Swords here, that painful, that sadness, that situation in the past. Because of this wisdom that it has brought about, you are now able to appreciate the things that not only that you have now, but the new things that are coming into your life now. Those of you that are single, there could be a little bit of a hesitation here between being alone and loving being by yourself and opening up to a new relationship. So that will only apply to the singles out there. Now, in your ego position, we have the Nine of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So the energy in your ego position is quite singular, quite personal. So you're feeling really, really good with yourself and all of the things that you have and that you have acquired and everything that you have built up. I could definitely see that those working Aries are truly working hard, working it, and it's paying off. So that's great, and you're definitely acquiring and achieving lots of good things. So please take heed that this is a good month to save as much as you can for these new beginnings that are coming into your life, these new plans, these new ideas, for some of you, this new change of enterprise. Now, some of you Aries might be dealing with someone from the water element, and this could be a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising, and there's a little bit of fear here or trepidation on whether or not you should let them into your life, or perhaps you feel like you might be letting them in too quickly, and perhaps you're needing independence from this person, or this person could be a little bit clingy when it comes to you. So by all means, make sure that you communicate what your needs are towards this person, that you might need a little bit more time, that you might need some independence, and make sure that your communication is that of the Queen of Swords here, very diplomatic with tact. Now, in your environment, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Wands. So there are definitely some restrictions here when it comes to future plans and when it comes to restrictions of your time. Now remember, this month is not a time to rush or to make things try to go at a quicker pace. Everything is going to happen in its due time. But for sure, there is a sense of certainty here that all of these seeds, because aces are seeds, that will germinate, that will take, that will bloom in the future, but only if you're patient. So the Seven of Pentacles here is quite indicative of things that are going to bloom and are coming to fruition, but you might feel a little bit restrictive when it comes to that. You might want things to happen a little bit more quickly or a quicker pace, especially when it comes to plans or anything with your future or relationships even. But it's going to come to full bloom, but just not quite as quickly as you want. So just exercise some patience, and I understand because you guys are dominated by Mars, and you guys want things to happen when you want them to happen, but just try to exercise as much patience as you can during the month of July. Now, in your hopes and fears area, we have the Three of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Six of Cups. So you're wishing to be able to manage both your creative and work front with your emotional life. Now, there's a little bit of nostalgia here from the past, and trying to hold on to what was. Because whenever we have new beginnings, there's always that sense of, especially with the Eight of Cups here, these cards connect, being of the cup suit, of things that perhaps didn't work out as we wanted them to, and being nostalgic for what was. However, the more you open up your heart to the new, the more abundance, the more love, the more passion, and the more creativity that will come in your life. This new beginning is for your highest good and for your spiritual development. So now, as the outcome for the month of July, we have the 8 of Wands, the 9 of... Sorry. This is the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Swords, and the High Priestess. So, you're going to end the month with a great wealth of intuition, and you're going to be able to pinpoint and know exactly what it is that you want to see happen or take place in your life, and especially when it comes to your self-worth and how much you are able to give to other people, and how much you actually are worth as a person. Now, remember that the less you put effort into making sure that other people see your own sense of worth, or value your opinions, your ideas, the more you're going to be able to be giving yourself the space of that you deserve, that sense of self-worth, because you shouldn't be paying any mind to what other people think of you or what other people might believe when it comes to who you are and what you're worth. So don't put any mind to what other people think of you. Place your energies within yourself, because by the end of the month, you're going to be quite lucky when it comes to having a higher perspective on any situation in the month of July, and you're going to have such intuition that you could see people's hidden motives, hidden agendas, and by all means trust your gut, because you're going to be able to see the forest from the trees. And I say pay no mind to anyone else. Go with your gut. Trust your intuition. Trust that you have the higher perspective on any situation. But please, please, please do not overthink. By the end of the month, we start the month with a 4 and we end with a 9. That is a definite progression. We don't want to see you exhausted or feeling mentally stressed. So to be able to diminish that or mitigate it, please, 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 I will reiterate this: meditate, try to get enough sleep, and try to do some deep breathing exercises. That's going to help you a lot. And by all means, trust your gut. No matter what anyone says, you guys are the ones that have the higher knowledge, the higher perspective, so trust it. All right, Aries, that's the end of your reading. I hope that this has been of help to you. If you feel like it has, please subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. It would mean so much. I would like to thank you for visiting my channel, and I would like to give an extra special thanks to all of my subscribers and to all the people that leave me comments, and for all the support that I have received from the YouTube community. It truly means a lot to me. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me, please visit tripletarot.com. And with all that said, I'm wishing you a beautiful month, Aries. I'll see you guys in August. Bye-bye.